Hi everybody, my name is Heather Sawalla and I was diagnosed with neuromyelitis optica a few years ago now. I started my first video yesterday, but if you were watching, you may have noticed that I was interrupted by a team of nurses and doctors coming into my room because I am in the hospital again. So it's hard to do the videos and do feeds while you are constantly interrupted. So I'm trying this one more time. Let's see if I can get it done. If not, I will do it when I get home, which, great news, I am going home today, which is why I have regular clothes on instead of hospital gown, which is fabulous news. Okay, so basically what I wanted to talk about was the good, the bad, and ugly, and what I wish somebody had told me prior to or right after my diagnosis with neuromyelitis optica. If you know anything about neuromyelitis optica, otherwise as known as NMO, which I'm going to call because it's so much easier. So NMO is that it's first and foremost largely misdiagnosed as multiple sclerosis. So you have a lot of patients that think they have MS that actually have neuromyelitis optica. Well, there are a few things that I wish somebody had told me. First off, I wish somebody had told me that there was a blood test. Instead of being stuck with needles over and over and over again trying to figure out what was wrong with me, all they had to do was take a simple blood test, and it would have told them that, hey, she has NMO, and I could have gotten treatment so much faster. Instead, I lived in the world of limbo, and if you've ever lived in the world of limbo, it gets scary. You have attack after attack, and you lose more and more. I am now permanently blind in my left eye because it just didn't happen for me. I didn't know that there was that test, and for a while, even after I found out that test, it was testing negative. I was one of those patients that tested negative until I tested positive, which I now do. Thank goodness we know what I have now. It really opened a lot of doors as far as treatment is concerned. So the good, the bad, and the ugly. There are so many things that I wish I had known about NMO that somebody had told me, but luckily over time I was able to learn on my own. But I wish it had come with, okay, you have NMO, here's your welcome packet. Wouldn't that have been so much easier? That did not happen. But that's a really good idea. A welcome packet to NMO. I'll mark that in my calendar as something, a project to do in the future. Okay, so basically, the good, the bad, and the ugly. The good would be the amazing family that came together. Yesterday, I showed a little bit of my room and all of the cards and flowers that people had sent to me. I took most of those down, so you can't see them now since I'm going home, but you can still see some of the flowers and balloons that people had sent, mainly because they were worried and concerned, but these were people that are part of my NMO family. No, they're not my blood family. They are people who are diagnosed with NMO just like me. And just like me, they are scared and sometimes they feel alone. And it helps to have people like that on your side because they really can make a difference. They help you come together and come to terms with what is happening to your body, because your body doesn't stay the same. I used to be like 120, 130 pound little girl, and I'm not even close to that anymore. Let's just say I'm over 200. During my first initial flare, I was in the hospital for weeks, and I gained over 100 pounds, mainly because I was stuck in the hospital bed. This hospital stay was a little different because I ended up with sepsis, a complication due to NMO. And let's just say I've been in here for 16 days, so hopefully I lost with the symptoms I was experiencing rather than gained. But you never know. Here's hoping. The bad. Well, you have steroids and you have other treatments that are really hard on your body. Some of our treatments during an active flare, besides IV steroids, are plasmapheresis and IVIG. And those are things that can be hard on your body. Plasmapheresis basically is what I refer to as an oil change, where you take the blood out of your body, run it through a machine, and take out the bad antibodies. We throw those away, and then your blood is put back into your body with a plasma substitute. It might be albumin, or it could be just saline, something to make up that difference in weight. Some people can experience sickness from that. Some people get tired and headaches. It all pretty much makes a difference on how you tolerate it. I do really well, but up until this point, I've never had infections like this. So now I have to be really careful about how I take care of everything. I have to watch for infections, and if I see any signs, I have to go to the doctors really quickly, because this is my second bout of sepsis within a 3-month period. So it's a rough one. And that is par for the course when it comes to being treated with immunosuppressants like we are as NMO patients. I am currently on, or have been currently on, and I've paused those for the moment, rituximab, which is a chemotherapy. And then I also get Imuran, steroids, and I was getting plasmapheresis. So I was quadruply suppressed. So I was suppressed 4 ways. And it really made a difference on my immune system. And it can get ugly. The ugly part of NMO that I try to talk to people about is that it's not easy and it does kill. NMO is a monster and can and will kill you. It's just figuring out a way to do so, really. And that's why you have to take your preventative. You can't skip it. You can't miss it. You can't go off of it for a while. You need to be on a preventative medication of some form. We've had so many patients that we've lost due to NMO, ranging in age. We've lost children like Colin. We've lost teenagers and young adults like my friend Olivia. And we've lost older people like Chuck. We've lost a good bit of people to the NMO. And that is definitely the ugliest part, is losing these amazing people to a disease that we have medication for, and it's still not good enough. Anyway, so I was just hoping to take a few minutes there and talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly, what I wish somebody had told me. So I wish somebody had told me that there are ways to figure out if you have NMO. There are different types of NMO, and that there are people that are diagnosed with NMO that don't test positive with the blood test. It all comes down to the clinical factors. The bad, the ugly. You've heard me through this entire little video, but summing it up is that NMO is scary, but we have a family. Finding that family is amazing, but we also lose members of those family members because of NMO. So it's a win some, lose some, but at the end of the day, we're still all together, and it's an amazing community. And this is my first video, so I hope that you enjoyed it and you learned something. And I hope you reach out and let me know how I did, because I was a little nervous. But I thank you for watching it, and I look forward to making more in the future. maybe some a little more in depth about NMO. All right, thank you. I'm signing off because I never know when the nurses are going to come in, and I need to get ready to head out and head home. Have a great day.